White flag is raised, and that off, and the Grade 3 Newlands Chase over 2 miles and 10 fences. 6 runners lining up, and it is Ash Tree Meadow, a most effective front runner, who takes them on to the first, leading the grey Espinito Bello and jumping up Rebel Gold, last year's battling winner. These are tracked by Ferny Hollow. Over the far side is Epsom Deo, and the race outsider Ivor the Boneless, the back marker. Fence number 2. And it's Ash Tree Meadow, who made a mistake, but safely to the other side from Rebel Gold, Espinito Bello, who's tracked by Ferny Hollow. Over the far side is Epsom Deo, 6th of the 6th with the circuit of race is Ivor the Boneless. Ash Tree Meadow and Sam Ewing make it from Rebel Gold and Philip Enright. Espinito Bello just edging into 3rd place for Michael O'Sullivan, ahead of Epsom Deo and Jordan Gainford, who returned with a safe passage at Fairley House yesterday afternoon. Ferny Hollow now won from last under Paul Townend, and a break to the trailing Ivor the Boneless and done a mile and a half to go as they head away to fences 3 and 4. Ash Tree Meadow, followed by Rebel Gold, Espinito Bello on the inside, Epsom Deo, and then Ferny Hollow, who's on the long road back from setbacks, and then Ivor the Boneless, fence 3. On to the 4th, second one past the sands, and it is Ash Tree Meadow by less than 2 lengths to Rebel Gold. In 3rd is Espinito Bello, and then Ferny Hollow, Epsom Deo, and Ivor the Boneless as they reach the 4th fence, taking them towards the halfway stage. Little changes in the order. Ash Tree Meadow, joined on the inside by Rebel Gold, 3 to 4 lengths up on the 3rd running Espinito Bello. A horse very much at home here at Naas, and then Ferny Hollow after the favourite Epsom Deo and Ivor the Boneless. On now to the ditch. Ash Tree Meadow jumped that well from Rebel Gold, and 3rd is Espinito Bello. Edging a little bit closer in 4th is Ferny Hollow, who's followed by Epsom Deo and Ivor the Boneless. They've passed the halfway stage. Another 5 fences left to jump in the Grade 3 Newlands Chase. Ash Tree Meadow continues to go along in the lead, shows 2 lengths up. Disadvantaged at the weights here today, Ash Tree Meadow, with Espinito Bello joining Rebel Gold for the 2nd. Ferny Hollow over in a clear running 4th. Epsom Deo pushed along, gets a reminder, and adrift is Ivor the Boneless. They've another 4 fences left to jump as they approach the 2nd and final ditch. Ash Tree Meadow, followed by Rebel Gold, Espinito Bello, slight mistake, Ferny Hollow right in behind them, and then Epsom Deo and Ivor the Boneless as they come to the 3rd last fence on the home turn. Ash Tree Meadow, Sam Ewing into it from Rebel Gold, who goes through it for Philip Enright, Espinito Bello wide of them, Michael O'Sullivan, and going between horses is Ferny Hollow and Paul Townend, leaving behind both Epsom Deo and Ivor the Boneless. They turn in for the final 2 fences as they pass their point of departure. Ash Tree Meadow from Rebel Gold, Espinito Bello looking poised in behind them, the long absent Ferny Hollow. Mind has won following an absence in the past as these 4 tighten up. Epsom Deo moves to the middle of the track. Coming to the 2nd last, and his Ash Tree Meadow from Rebel Gold, last year's winner. Looming in the blue cap is Ferny Hollow, and then Espinito Bello. A gap then to Epsom Deo, and Ferny Hollow is coming there on a tight rein. Takes them as they come towards the final fence, and it's Ferny Hollow and Paul Townend who have come to lead at the final fence. Ferny Hollow safely over from Rebel Gold. Espinito Bello tying up his Ash Tree Meadow up the hill inside the final 200 yards, and it is Ferny Hollow with all angles covered is roaring back in the Newlands Chase for Paul Townend and Willie Mullins at the finish. It is Ferny Hollow, couldn't be any more impressive. Rebel Gold 2nd, 3rd Espinito Bello.
2 runners, 2 winners for Willie Mullins at Naas this afternoon. Willie, congratulations, and no doubt about the highlight, I suppose, Ferny Hollow, getting him back first and foremost. Yeah. A lot of work went into that, but how pleased were you about what you saw out on the track?
Very pleased. What I loved about him, he settled well in behind, jumped adequately all the way around, and then, when Paul just shifted him into the centre of the track, I know Paul Oval's legs coming up the outside, but shifted him into the centre, he just changed gears and moved away nicely, and I was very happy with the performance.
I know you told us yesterday you felt on what you'd seen at home that all the old ability was still there, but they still have to go out and do it. Was that the pleasing part of it?
That was it, and you know, we still have to wake up tomorrow morning and run our hands down his legs and jog him out and things like that. But he'd been doing everything right. You know, I had him ready to run in the Red Mills, and then St. Sam was in good shape going there, and we felt he was Ferny Hollow was better treated by the conditions of the Newlands Chase, so we said we'd wait the extra few days, and it's paid off.
Yeah, he has that champion chase entry, but it's only 17 days away now. And I suppose if he was to go there, would you have rather got him out before this?
Yeah, but 17 days after a 700 odd day break is going to be tough. Now he was fit and well and ready to run today. We'll have a chat, but possibly a longer break, and maybe either Aintree or Fairyhouse or somewhere like that. You know, we'll have a look and see what's left in the calendar for him. But important thing that he's back.
That's it. It's not something you normally do, in fairness, is to bring them back that quickly. It doesn't sound like you're that keen.
It wouldn't be, and I think you'd be asking for trouble probably to do that, you know.
Well, it's great to see him back first and foremost. Hopefully the wheels stay on. Yeah. You were a late arrival today, not your fault. Obviously you had official business to attend to, but Toon Savader won well to kick-start the double. And he looks a horse with a bright future, doesn't he?
He does. He's a good, strong horse off the flat. I love the way he jumped, considering it was his first run over hurdles for a horse that's run 9 times, I think, on the flat. Jumped very well. He was quite keen, but I think he'll relax as he gets more experience racing. And great for Aubrey McMahon, who's putting together syndicates, and you know, that's, I think, could be his second or third winner from probably as many runners. So nice string to his bow.
Good bunch of owners as well turn out to cheer him on today. Do you think he'll be a nice dual purpose horse?
Oh yeah, he can go back on the flat, but he's going to be a novice now for the summer and up to the Royal Bond meeting. So we'll play it, we'll mix it between the two. He looks a real festival horse, so he does. So go to the festivals, big meetings, probably go to Fairyhouse, probably go to Punchestown, and then be looking towards Galway.
And speaking of festivals, Willie, just in terms of Cheltenham, what sort of routine are you going to have with your horses now? Will you bring them away to gallop at all in the meantime?
A few of them might need to go away, but most of them are real ready, they're real fit. We'll have a few bits of work to do, and you just try to keep the wheels on the wagon at the moment. That's it, just get them to the ferry and hope, fingers crossed after that. You know, it's fairly routine stuff from here to the first day of the festival.
Yeah, it's always an anxious time, I suppose, for connections. You were telling us yesterday about Fact to File. Has anything changed with the Turners now in terms of him confirmed for the longer race? Gaelic Warriors in that, Facile Vega, yeah.
There's a few of them there. No, they will still keep the horses in the mix, and we'll see. You know, we have to see how Facile Vega comes out of it. And Gaelic Warrior and Facile Vega take their work to try to keep those two apart, maybe. But they need to brush up a little bit on their last few runs, you know.
We shall see. Willie, as ever, well done with Ferny Hollow. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.